Hello and welcome, ladies and gentlemen, children of all ages. We're here in Spielberg at the Red Bull Ring. We have got our raining qualifying session, but however, according to the forecast, in about 10 minutes' time, it will be dry. So I'm not sure how much action we're going to see straight away on the intermediate tyres. We can have a quick look for the race though while we're here, because I always forget to do that. Oh, that's interesting. It could be. It's going to be the other way round to qualifying. It's going to be dry at the start and wet at the end. Should be up for a good race then today. As Harvey's been disqualified from the session. Drop me a message on how that one happened. That's interesting. And Uran says good luck to all the drivers, and I agree with him. Good luck in these rainy conditions for now, anyway. Yeah, Harvey. If you're listening, drop us a message. What happened there then? It's impressive. Presumably what happened is he might have spun coming out of the pits and maybe faced the wrong way or something. I don't know, that's bizarre. Well, that's not good, S-Cube. This car's sliding quite a bit there. Got my water, I'm ready to go. So hope our drivers are as well in these rainy conditions. The Red Bull Ring at Spielberg in Österreich. Only got one Austrian in our lineup actually, Yulbeck. I'm sure we'll be hoping to do very well in front of his home crowd. As we watch the Estonian S-Cube, no home race for him, unfortunately. I feel like actually Estonia the country would make a good track. You know what I mean? You've got the straight from where it borders with what's the country underneath it? Oh, I can't even think. It's oh, I can't remember. It's gonna kill me this one. It's either Latvia or what's the other one? Oh no, that's killing me. I don't think it's Latvia, I think it's the one between them. But anyway, the country between it and then the other side, which I can't remember at all. Aiden's left the session. Oh dear. And then obviously around the sea, you've got a few twisty turns. Make for an interesting course. The Estonian Grand Prix in the shape of Estonia. It's killing me now, I can't think of what that country is. We haven't even been looking at S-Cube's laps, we've just been thinking about Estonia, the country track. As he comes across the line now to do a 1:18.4 to put him provisionally on pole. But that will definitely not be the quickest lap, as it's already been knocked off its perch by Enigma. With a 5-second time, which has been knocked off by Phil. Which is interesting. Samster in his final few corners. He gets up on the curbs quite a bit. Losing the back end. Fucking hell. Now he's on the curbs, he's going towards the line. He does a 1:19.3, putting P7 for the time being. Kip in P8, he's found his way into a Ferrari. The reserve driver, that's not too bad. Yarmolenko, he's in P10. All back on an out lap as well. I think actually we'll watch Yarmolenko on board through these final few quick corners. A bit different in the inters. Well, these inters, you don't want to take too many risks. You get your eye in a bit, because it's still going to be slippy. Yarmolenko goes P9. It's still going to be slippy, so it's going to be tricky to actually try to get a good lap in when it becomes dry. It's going to be an interesting qualifying session. It's definitely going to be the last man out there. It's going to be the man to get the pole position. So it's going to be a good one. It's a very nice flowing track as the red car tries to get mighty out of the way. Red Ferrari. Compared to these last few. Doesn't use a whole lot of the track there, our Austrian. He's in the back end there actually. Now coming towards the line. It's not a very good lap, it's an out lap it must be. See now heads towards the first corner. Braking, locking both tyres up actually. Cutting the corner. That was nice actually. Uses all the track and some. As he heads up now down sort of the side straight. He's got his teammate up ahead who wants to sort of stay out of the way. His teammate's actually Gimp, I believe. Oh, he's locked up heavily there. That's unlucky. That's that lap in trouble. And Gimp's gone wide, and the Red Bull of Skillets that'll be. Even though I have been trying to say his name right, he can go fuck himself, because he's not a very nice person to me. So, there you go. So we watch Jets Copper, his teammate, as he starts his first flying lap of the session. Going onto the curb. Heading down towards turn 2. And try to clip the 100-meter board. That's when you want to brake. And then turn in, hit that apex, and just try and feed the throttle out. It's very easy to lose the back end and then go spinning around, especially in these wet weather conditions. My weather indicator on the top of my screen is saying it's dry. Or cloudy at the very least. So expected a few laps people to start coming out on softer tyres, starting to test the water a little bit. Quite literally. As he loses the back end actually through a very funny place. The car must have just went light on him. And he felt it going and was able to catch it. Very interesting place to lose the back end there. But now, it's one of those you don't want to go out on tyres. On dry tyres, because obviously the track isn't ready for it yet. But you want to go out so you can get a little bit of an iron. But I think you want to do a few more minutes until it's good enough for dries. Our top lap at the moment is Phil from Enigma from S-Cube from Milk. Phil says he doesn't like the rain, but yet it's really quick in it. So a little bit quick at the moment. You can see there's quite a few people who haven't actually set a lap yet. Can we inspect him? We can ride on board. See, as he's coming through the last few corners, he's normally alright in the wet as well. Brakes down, getting the car turned in. Now heading towards the line, it's a 1:17.1. He goes P2. So it's good. Good idea to jump on board with him there quickly. He's still quite a long way away from Phil, actually. Just a little bit surprising. Is there? I can't even think if there was a way to even check if anybody's taken the risk out on a set of dries yet. Karnak out at the moment. Zentakes as well, he's out trying to finish up his final lap. Is another qualifying lap for him. See how he does across the line. P10. Track will be improving, so it's going to be a matter of time before somebody goes ballsy and decides to put on a set of dry tyres. Alright. Very ballsy you'll have to be indeed, but I don't know. At the moment it doesn't look worth risking it, but maybe in a few laps, maybe 2 or 3, maybe then you're looking at about 5 minutes left in the session. You've got to get those tyres on and just start doing lap after lap. Build your confidence and build the lap time down. It's going to be interesting. For sure. So we got Vioxic going to the pits. What a waste of time. Scintilic out of the pits, and he's on intermediate tyres, you see. This is one of those. I'd be in waiting now. Because you don't want to be out on inters when it turns dry, because then you lose wet dry running, and you're always going to be a little bit more timid when you've just come off the inters onto dries. Aiden's back. He's back and ready to go. But yeah, you always lose time if you're on the if you're just changing. You don't quite know the boundaries. It's sort of, you sort of try to ingrain the intermediate one into your head, and then it sort of messes up with your dry one. The best drivers can do it. Drivers like me cannot. Which is why you want to sort of build up your confidence. Even with the best drivers, you still find you're not pushing the car as much as you would. Because it is a little bit wet. But you don't want to overshoot it, because that's the worst thing you can do on dry tyres. Is overshoot it and end up in a wall. So once again, when we watch S-Cube's lap, we're just talking about random stuff. But it's always nice to talk about random stuff. Especially when these laps don't really count for much. It gives us an early indication of who's ones to watch out for and who's not doing so great, but very difficult to tell off wet weather conditions. Especially when it's now coming with 6 minutes left. There's a way to check, I know. Hang on. If I come out of here, can I go on to Race Director? And there is some people who are actually on who are on Supersofts. We've got Vioxic and Kip. That's interesting. That is a brave strategy from them both. Let's have a quick look at Vioxic then. See how... Oh, I can only view his profile. No, we don't want to do that. No, what have I done? Oh no, it's gone terribly wrong. Vioxic, it lies. He's not on tyres. And Kip as well. They maybe went out for one and realised it's not time. I don't see Kip anywhere. So yeah, neither of our two drivers who are saying they are on the wet weather tyres are actually on the wet weather tyres. I mean the dry weather tyres, what am I saying? Which is unfortunate. It would have been interesting to see how they're doing at the moment. S-Cube jumps into the P4. And that last lap, by the way, Crystal Catcher, our man who's had a lot of unluckiness recently, they're back out on Inters. I can't help but feeling this is the wrong choice. I don't know if it's going to dry up in time. I think it will. Is anybody going to take a risk? Oh, we've got Kip out on the ultra soft tyres. He's not going to be fast for the first few laps. He knows that. I know that. And a lot of people do know that. They're probably going to see him going pie and being like, what's up with this? But if he sticks it through, this could be a very good shout by Kip. This could be a very good shout indeed. It's what I would do, which probably means it's a bad idea. But it's very, very good. Oh, I like it, Kip. I like it. And we've got Jets Copper as well. He's on the Super Softs. Doesn't look like there's much grip on out there, to be fair. But by a minute or two left in the session, there will be. I would go out on supers myself. Nobody else is taking the risk. We've got Kip, who's currently in P17, and we've got P14 Jets Copper. And now we've got Samster coming out as well on ultra soft tyres. What an interesting choice we have here. S-Cube's coming in. I wonder will he fit on a new set of tyres. DNTX Rage, he's still on the Inters. I don't think he'll be able to get out, back in and around again for a set of dry weather tyres. Same with Gimp unless he pits this lap. And then there's more. He's out in the gravel. How's Kip doing at the moment? He doesn't go into the pits. Good choice of him. He's got to build up his confidence. Same with Jets Copper. He's on a lap at the moment. Sector-wise, it won't look very good. That's alright, V6. We've got an interesting qualifying session on Limes. How far is he behind? He's not that far behind already. On his first lap on Super Soft tyres, and as you can see, he's not pushing the boundaries at all, is he? He's very much trying to keep this car on the road as he's... Looks like he's backed out of this lap. That's interesting. He's fairly close to Phil's current pole position lap time through the first sector. Only 4/10 out. Wowee, we've got a qualifying on our hands. Anybody else decided to come onto the... We got Kip still. I wonder how Kip's doing. He's done a 16.3. That, again, isn't too far behind. He's going to be our first real indication. He's taking it slow, as you can see, which is to be expected. For this middle sectors where they're going to be a little bit slow for now. Just, again, to be expected, but I think he's going to jump up a few places here. And if he goes fast next lap, we've got ourselves a race on our hands. I wonder who else has gone for the fall. He's running very wide there, and he's now cuts in. Doesn't look like it was a great middle sector or a final sector, but just on the tyres he's on, he might be able to improve. He doesn't. That's surprising. I thought he might improve KXG as well out. Phil on super softs. Milik coming out on ultras. Gimp, he's not going to make it. Gimp's not going to make it. He's going to be stuck on that lap time. SQ coming out on supers. Crystal Catcher, he's on super softs. He's in P7 at the moment. And he looks like he's pushing it a bit more than our driver behind. See what sort of lap he does. He's on an out lap at the moment, as he crosses the line now to start his lap. This is going to be a really good indication to see where we are in the standings at the moment. I feel like Gimp's made a huge mistake here. That is not good. So it'll be a 1:15 really on his out lap. And it's going to be a 1:10. Unless he's already come out the pits, which I haven't seen on Crystal Catcher's camera, he is in a big ball of hurt right now. And DNTX Rage, he's made it out. We've got Enigma, he's made it out. We've got a lot of the front runners out. But we don't have Gimp. And Crystal Catcher's gone wide, as we haven't seen. That's going to hurt him. He might be able to get around in time, you know. And he's the only one on a flying lap. Scintilic, he's made a mistake here as well. He's on the inters. And Crystal's really losing grip now through that middle sector. DNTX Rage, he looks like he's made a very wise choice here. He's now on the ultras. I thought he wouldn't get a lap in, but it looks like he just about was. Oh, he's on an out lap at the moment. My bad. Enigma, he's coming out now on an out lap. S-Cube's on an out lap. Kijabi, that is big. He's in P5 at the moment. He's went from P17 on the inters to P5 on the ultras. If that's not shout out and believe, Vioxic in P1 and Samster in P2 currently, because they've got the timings right. Phil's made it out on a flying lap. A lot of people have. Vioxic, our race leader, as you can see. Our race leader, our qualifying leader. And Phil's been held up on his qualifying lap. Somebody going very wide. Oh dear. Let's see where he's going to get on this lap. He comes down towards, and he gets P1 anyway. He had the slightly drier track anyway, so it wasn't the end of the world. We can jump over. We've got Milik in P6 at the moment. He's now coming around the final few corners. He touches that curb and he's gone into the pits. Oh, Milik, what's happened there then? Samster's in P5. Is he finding any time though? Enigma in P9. He's coming around now to the final sector. He's 3 seconds off the lead. That Renault in front, P17 in Karnak, is going to get in his way, maybe, but he's weaving. Luckily, he wasn't getting. And Enigma takes pole. I told you it was going to be last man across the line. We've still got to wait on Milik's time. If I can get over to it. Milik's in the garage, sorry. Samster's the only one out. He's going to go P8 on that lap. Is there anybody else still out who can do a lap? It's only Milik. And that means our grid is set. What a qualifying session we had there. What a qualifying session we had there, but ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls. Now we need to wait on Milik retiring. While we do that, we can run through our grid quickly. We've got Enigma from SQ, from Aiden, who... Actually, that's a very good lap from him. From Crystal, from Phil, from Vioxic, from Jetcopper, from Samster, from Kip, from Gimp, from Milik, from DNTX Rage, from Z-Tykes, from Scintillix, from Jeppo, from Wombo, from Karnak, from Yulbik, from Yarmolenko, from Nemizmore, from Harvey, who got disqualified before the session even started. Now we just need Milik to retire. And we are good to get going. He's retired from the session. We can take screenshots. Enigma with his first pole position in PRL, I believe. Correct me if I'm wrong. what a result from him. And we'll leave the multiplayer session from now. I'll go to the toilet, refill my water. And we shall be good to go very shortly. Right, I have returned. We can rejoin the session and hopefully spectate. So we can. Ian says, "Oh shit, was supposed to be racing tonight. Totally forgot. What a retard, Ian. What a retard." Ah, well, it happens. I did message you, tried to kick you, but you've been replaced, my friend. Replaced by Gimp. How does that feel? How does that feel? Now we get to watch my great computer once again. So we get ready for this race to begin. Oh, just in time. We get Enigma as he's lining up the 21 cars. So the last few cars are now whittling down. We get 5 lights, and this is not where we want to be. Once again, we get this glitch. Which is bloody brilliant. S-Cube, he's near the front, and he's got a very good start. He's jumped. Oh, there's contact between the McLarens. There's one flipping. Oh, no. What's happened there, then? It's Vioxic. Last week's race winner. There's a safety car out already. My, oh, my. Vioxic's still in this race. I would hope somebody near the back was recording, because that looked insane from my point of view. The camera angle sort of over the top of the hill threw me off a little bit. Oh dear. Although, with the early safety car, not the end of the world for Vioxic. S-Cube holds the lead. He gets up the inside. It was ironically his teammate who he made contact with, Crystal Catcher. Phil in P4 as well. Sampster in P5. He's had a good start. And Kip in P6. Yet Copper in P7. Gimp making his way up into P8 off that start. He's on the soft tyre. DNCX Rage also on the soft tyre. He is in P9 currently. Syntilix is in P10. He's going into the pits. So if we got going into the pits, I shouldn't have really done my thing then before then, should I really? It just seems a waste going into the pits after one lap. Unless you're on the Ultras. Unless if you started on the Ultras, it seems like it wouldn't be a half bad idea to do this. But I'm not sure which of our drivers did. There's the safety car. Safety car's been doing some burnouts, it looks like. What an interesting start to our Grand Prix. It was indeed. Yes, you know, I do believe the Ultras do run out quite quickly, but a lot of the people who pitted weren't in the top few, so it's a question, I mean, why? I don't know if I've got the glitch as well, because Enigma's on Supers on my screen. I could have swore he set his lap on Ultras. If you're on Ultras, I can see why you'd want to pit. But if you're on Supers, is there really a point in jumping into the pits after one lap? It's going to be interesting. The safety car's almost a bit too early to throw up a huge spanner in the works. I feel like I've... yeah, people in the front want to stay out to avoid traffic, yes, but also if they're on Ultras, they can't go too far in the race, so it is maybe worth diving in. But yeah, I can see your point. Here's a possibility, opportunity. I can imagine so. But somebody goes into the pits there this lap, that's not going to be good. He's already quite low down in the order. And it will be interesting to watch that one back. That was an interesting collision, to say the least. The black flying off the track. How long ago was this? I don't. The only one I remember flying was Vioxic's car. We'll have to see that in a minute. And when I come back to watch this, get the highlights up. Aiden had a drive-through for jump starting, even though something. Oh, even though he got held at the lights. Alright, okay, so we got the glitch where the lights stay on a little bit longer. That one's never really nice, is it? Under safety car right before the last corner. No, I didn't see it. I'm almost sad about that, I'll be honest. Almost sad about that. So we can watch all the adoring fans looking very happy. Can't have many more laps of the safety car as we'll run through our grid quickly. Just so you can see where your favourite people are. Harvey at P10, that is a splendid start for him. Samster in the pits, that's almost a shame. He was on the Ultras though, and fairly worn at that. Milik has pitted, he's down in P16 now. Has somebody gone wide on the thingy lap? That sounds a little bit interesting. Gets Copper as well, he looks like he's pitted. And then there's more. Vioxic in P19, Karnak in P20, not been a great start for him. And Sin Tillich, was that the man who was flying? I wonder, was it a Red Bull? Because he seems well away. Currently. See how far away is he? Harvey spun under safety car conditions. Oh no, Harvey, you're in P10, my friend. How could have that What is this? What's happening here? Then there's been a collision at the back. Zed takes into the pits. Who's he had contact with? There was contact under the safety car. And I'm not sure who with. He's too far at the back to see which car. Looks like there was contact again through that second to last corner. But they do look a little bit bunched up. You've got to, you know, you can leave room. Have they started racing yet? They've started racing. I haven't even noticed. Oh no! It's like, oh, they look so close. Why are they dive bombing each other? We're on the safety car. Oh dear, what an idiot. Enigma's made his way back up into P1. He's got the position on S-Cube. Them is more is less the session. We've got Phil as well coming on Crystal Catcher. What is this view then? He's not made the move stick it yet as of yet. And now he looks like he's going to be in the DRS. Enigma still in the lead. He's got the position back on the restart that I didn't even realise. Looks like there's a car going up the inside there as well. It's the NTX Rage on Kip. And it looks like the Yarmolenko is going to make a full advantage of that. He's now going to look to the outside here of the Toro Rosso. Toro Rosso cuts him off. No room there. Oh, and Wombo now going up the inside of Kip. It gets worse and worse for him. Actually, he's able to keep that around the outside. We'll run back up to our front here. Crystal Catcher's holding P3, but not for very long. Gimp around the outside. Very nice move. I'd like to see that one, but we were looking through the grid at other battles at the time. Phil down to P5. He must have made a mistake or something. Gimpy's now going to get the train on. Yarmolenko on the back of DNTX Rage as well. He's looking for a move. But, whoa! Phil running very, very wide. If he's not careful, he might be under pressure from DNTX Rage through this next corner. Gimp into a podium position, and he's caught S-Cube fairly quickly. And the dry is looking very much like his old self. It gives him a wee love tap just for good measure. To let him know he's here. And he's ready. Scintillic setting the fastest lap of the race near the back. That's interesting. Gimp looking now to the inside. He's got the position there on S-Cube, it looks. And he's going to keep it. Gimp into P2 in this race. He's going to charge down that Haas F1 car of Enigma. So he gets a little bit of the tail slap on. Oh, apologies. Oh, the Ferrari one's very wide there. Can we get a better view of this, please? He's now under pressure from Wombo. No room there. It's a funny corner, this one. You don't really want to be going up the inside. So he's looking. Is DRS activated? Yes, yes it is. There's cars going up the inside of each other further up the grid as well. You know, that's Yarmolenko. He runs very wide actually on DNTX Rage and has to yield the position. Kip's still in P8 for now, but he is under some very big pressure from Wombo. I'm talking about pressure. Wombo's looking to the inside now. He goes up there, and Kip's going to have to concede the position. So we now look back up the grid. S-Cube's really fallen off now in P3. We've got the McLaren of Crystal Catcher in P4 and Phil in P5. The NTX Rage chasing them down in P6 as well. Very colourful front at the moment. Battling for P3. Oh, these three. Okay, what is this camera angle? It looks cool, but I just don't understand it. So we now watch them in DRS. They're going to be in slipstream once again. Phil might be close enough for a move here. I think he's not going to go for it as of yet. Crystal needs a good couple of corners to get onto the back of the red Ferrari, and we should have a race on our hands. He's looking there, Phil, but no room. Doesn't want to end his race this early, especially with a chance of rain near the end. Now in slipstream once again. He's not. Crystal's not close enough. He's probably looking behind him a little bit too much. He needs to be looking in front of him, try and get that third position lockdown. And then think about defending heavily. Yarmolenko falling a little bit behind as well. Wombo falling a little behind him. Vioxic, he's made his way up into P10. And Samster back up into P11. That's pretty good. We'll jump back to this gaggle of cars, and we see Phil going around the outside, and we see Crystal Catcher into the pits. Gimp as well, he's trying to forge his way towards the race leader. 2.1 seconds the gap at the moment. S-Cube in P3. Vioxic now up into P8 with all those guys pitting ahead. It's going to be a strategical battle this race. A lot of pit stops will be needed. So it will be a one-stopper that wins like last time. Vioxic will try to do one less stop to try and regain his lead. The gap's sort of staying at 1.2 at the moment for our two leaders. The gap looks fairly sizable there as well, about a second and a bit. Let's see if he gets DRS this time around. Yes, so it's just under a second. Go towards the first corner. Not much action happening as of yet. Yarmolenko. Everyone's close at the moment, but I don't see any side-by-side action about to happen. And as I say that, Milik, the quiet assassin at the moment, he's making his way up into P9. He's going to go around the outside here, is he? Spots the gap, but no Saray on that one. Samster keeping him honest, but now with DRS, it's going to be very hard for Samster to keep him behind, and Izzy slots back in to P10. We're getting a little bit of a lag spike here, which is a bit strange. As you can see there, a very nice camera angle actually, so I skip past it. Yarmolenko in P6. He's got Wombo now on his tail. Ooh, bit of a slide from DTX Rage up ahead. Gimp, it looks like the gap's come down for him. See what it is this time around. It has. Felix, he's in P21, that's not good for him. S-Cube in the pits from P4. Aiden's left the session, unfortunately. What's happened there then? Which one of these will pit first in the top two? Oh, it looks like we've had a pit from P3, S-Cube. Normally very good on his tyres, but not today it seems. He's pitted from P3, which releases Phil.
Don't mind if I join you, Glenn.
That is no worries at all, Mr. Aiden.
After the worst race of the season.
Yeah, that does not seem to go on well for you. What's happened? We've got a great battle actually here for P5. 4 cars in a row. I don't even know who we're on at the moment. I'm up in P2 at the moment. That's not good. But we've got Yarmolenko from Vioxic, from Milik, from Wombo in the battle for P5. And it looks like we've got Vioxic going around the outside. The camera angle's not going to be great for us here. Into the oh, we've got a safety car! Was Vioxic ahead there? Now's a good time for somebody to dive into the pits. The safety car back out once again. Who's diving into the pits now? Yarmolenko, he was just there. And it's a great time. Phil as well, that's going to be a good time for him. It's not a good for our front two of Enigma and Gimp. They're both out on track at the moment. There's a car stopped, a Williams car stopped just in the entrance to turn 2. I don't know who that is. But let's see who's... There's a lot of people here who could benefit quite a bit from this.
I probably could have.
Oh dear.
Well.
As Harvey does not dive into the bits actually. Syntax, he's not had the best of luck either.
No, I don't think many people had the best of luck today. Seemed a very odd one.
Syntax in and out of the pits. What position were you, by the way, at the start?
I was P3. The lights went out about a second later for me.
Yeah.
And then said I had a jump start, so I had a drive-through.
Yeah.
Pitted, put the softs on, was ready for a stint. Come in to do a stop, my drive-through, the next lap, and then they decide to do another stop for me. So then I'm already about 20 seconds down after that. And then I was battling with one of the Salvers. I'm not sure who it was.
It
wasn't
be
Gimp.
You'll tell it.
Whoever the other Salver was. Yeah. And we came through the first corner. I was side by side with him. And then he came across on me and shoved me in the wall. So.
Oh dear.
What a brilliant race.
So let's see towards the front of our grid who's that benefited. Gimp stayed out. Ooh.
I think it's the right decision to stay out for a while, maybe.
He hasn't pitted yet.
Alerts under safety.
He is on the soft tyres. It looks like on my screen. Is he on soft on yours as well?
He is on the soft tyres, yeah. So I think he must have pitted under the first safety car.
He hasn't pitted yet.
He hasn't pitted. Ooh.
His best lap was on Inters.
Oh, okay.
So yeah, it's a bit of a weird one. This Gimp from the GTX Rage in P2. Wow.
The only problem with this is this could have given some people the jump with the intermediate tyres, but it's kind of neutralised the race, so standings will stay quite the same.
The Oxic, he is the big champion from that one. He's in P3.
The Oxic has looked out there.
His
afternoon's gone from bad to brilliant.
Yeah, exactly. It does look like it's beginning to spit, actually.
Gimp's in the pits.
Gimp is in the pits. Ow. Would you... I would have stayed out if I seen it was raining and try wait until it's enters. Oh, what's happening here then? Has everybody just passed the safety car on your screen?
Let me go back up to the leader. This lobby is ridiculous today. I think so. What?
Oh, it might have been because the race leader has pitted, and the safety car's gone. Let everybody by.
Because Bottas and one of the others is driving round.
I think what might have happened is it's the race leader pitted, and then it saw that it wasn't the race leader who was behind the safety car, so the scripts told it to go right. Let him by.
Yeah.
That's what it looks like's happened to me.
And Vioxic is getting illegal overtakes on a lap car at the moment.
Oh, brilliant.
Oh, hopefully this can be resolved for F1 2017.
That was a bit of a weird one. I can see why that come up though.
Yeah, I can understand that one. Wombo's in P3. This is brilliant for him.
Yeah, Vioxic is actually now our race leader.
That has gone brilliantly for Vioxic, although he's pitting.
Oh, he is pitting. Are they coming on to Inters, I wonder?
I think it's time for Inters now.
Let's see, who do we know is definitely pitted?
Is SQ pitted? No, SQ's in as well.
I know Gimp's definitely pitted.
No, Yarmolenko and Enigma have stayed out.
Yep, Gimp's on the intermediate tyres.
Enigma is on the Inters and he's in P2.
Wow.
So Enigma is our race leader now.
Gimp's in P5 and he's on the Inters.
Okay, so Enigma's in a net first, Gimp in a net second.
Yeah.
Capetja, he is onto a net third. That's brilliant for him.
That is good. He's been very good at showing the.
Where has Phil come out in all of this?
Yeah, very interesting.
Brilliantly for him.
Well, he pitted straight away, presumably onto a set of softs. Oh no, into maybe he's pitted twice. I don't know. Steve Clark says hello. Hello, Mr. Steve Clark. P14 for Phil at the moment. But yeah, very interesting time for the safety car to come out. It's really helped some of our drivers out.
I think that might have actually been caused by me.
Yeah.
Well,
I was thinking that when you retired, but
it must have been.
Vioxic's in a P3 as well. That's good. Oh, unless there's Kip on. Did you say Kip was on thingy? Oh no, never mind. Yeah, Kip, Milik, and Vioxic are on enters. My apologies. Samster and Yarmolenko coming into the pits now, it looks like. And Wombo as well. As the safety car comes out, that's really going to hurt them.
Oh no! It's definitely intermediate weather now, so...
That's really going to hurt them.
Out there.
Enigma gets a very good launch, and so does Gimp actually in P2.
Milix is about to go for an overtake on Kip into the first corner. Nice and clean.
He gets it, and it's pushed him out wide, and this looks like it's going to be very devastating for Kip. Oh no, he's going to lose 3 positions, it looks like.
Oh,
and maybe even one for his teammate for the race, as they look like they go too wide into their SQ.
Oh, Karnak's just punted his way into Milix.
Oh dear, what position was that?
That was just in front of Kip in the battle for...
Oh, right, okay. I couldn't quite tell. Karnak's on dry tyres for me.
I will check that one.
I doubt it, I'll be honest.
No, he's on intermediates.
He's on intermediates, okay.
So he looks to be struggling in this weather.
Yeah, Milik looks like he's all over him at the moment. As we watch our races.
Gimp has closed up to Enigma.
Closed up quite a bit. Gimp very good in these interconditions as well. So expect him to be quite good. And we also saw in quali, Phil was very fast as well, so he could make a very good comeback.
Enigma's pitted.
Enigma's pitted. I wonder, does he have a drive-through? Does he have a drive-through? Watch him, see if he goes actually to box.
I'm gonna watch him.
You watch him like a
horse.
horse.
His team in the pit lane.
Yeah, I think he's got a drive-through. Oh no.
He has. His team are not out in the pit lane.
S-Cube. We've got Milik going up the inside of S-Cube. S-Cube, sorry. What's his name? Karnak. And looks like Karnak has unfortunately had what happened to Kip the lap before. He's been pushed out wide and lost another place. As I can't really get to where I want to be. Jeppo's in for a new front wing. And
Vioxic has just took second place off Milix. But Milix
he has. Oh wow! And so's S-Cube on the inside. There's no room
it's
there.
A brilliant battle.
And S-Cube's still going for the gap there. Oh, Vioxic gets tangled, and I think that's Phil. No, it's not Phil. My apologies. It's Karnak who gets tangled up in it and spun into the gravel.
This is ridiculous.
I thought his wheel came off.
There must be about 2 or 3 seconds between second and about 9th.
Yeah, this is a very big train at the moment. He was able to rejoin Karnak a little bit further down. But I'd say it's who do I watch right now? It's amazing.
Brilliant.
Vioxic at the moment is who we're watching. He's sort of in the middle of it, so we'll watch and see what happens in front as well, hopefully as well. As he's getting overtaken now, it looks like, by Phil. Can Phil quite get alongside? He can, and he makes the position stick. It looks like Vioxic, though, has kept quite a bit of momentum. But Phil, it looks like he's kept a bit more through the corner. And he's got it. There's a Sauber there that looks like it could go up the inside. As actually, there comes Crystal up the inside of Vioxic.
Good move.
It was. Teammate on teammate. Luckily, no contact like last time. As we watch as well, the Sauber looking like it's getting very punchy. And the 2 McLarens as well. Very close. Everybody's very close. It's very difficult right now. Gimp's in the lead as well. Oh yeah, Enigma pitted. I forgot about that. Milik's in P2. That's good for him. S-Cube in P3. He's sort of the cork in the bottle at the moment. DNTX Rage in P4. And Phil, who I think is going to be very fast on these inters.
He's on the charge.
In P5. Vioxic has fallen a little bit off. Actually, Crystal is ahead of Vioxic. I forgot about that.
And Phil is already on the back of DNTX Rage.
It looks like DNTX Rage doesn't have the best final corner. He seemed to get a little bit of the swish swash on. But Phil looks a little bit far behind for now. There's going to be no room off the inside there. He went a little bit wide, but he goes wide on the exit, and Phil spots the gap. He's going to get the drive into the second corner, and he's got the move done and dusted before then. He does look back up the inside, does DNTX Rage, but there's no room there. Might be able to get a counter punch in. It's going to be fairly difficult on Phil. He seems very good at the traction zones.
Very well there.
Vioxic look like he's fallen behind. He might have got a bit of damage there in that bit of contact.
Maybe so.
And Kip's got P8 on lockdown at the moment. Who's in... Wait, hang on. Who's the Ferrari? Oh, the Ferrari spun, but... Oh no, the Ferrari's Kip. Who's that Sauber then?
That's Sparking.
What position's Sparking in?
17th, so he's a lap car, but he's not exactly helping at the moment.
No, he's sort of in the thick of things.
No, what is he doing?
Kip is beginning to pull away.
Oh, and he's been hit!
Oh dear.
Oh, and he's locked onto... I think that's Jetser.
Oh no, round the final few corners.
He's not put himself in a good position there, and he's ruined Jetser's race as well.
It is a very difficult one. He doesn't want to ruin his race, and you can see where it comes from. Enigma down in P10 after that drive-through penalty, we believe. It's really hurt him.
It's unfortunate for him.
Yeah, one he'll be kicking himself about as well. Not the best to take. But Phil now on the back of S-Cube. This is looking like it could be a good race, but we're getting the camel straight ones again of camera angles, so that's brilliant. As I'm now trying to get a side-by-side view, they get very close there actually, but it looks like Phil's going to have the position here. As you can see, yes he does.
I don't know on your screen, but Sparking has just come out of the pits with 2 ultras on and 2 intermediates.
Oh, very nice.
What a lovely combination.
Indeed. Can't even find him.
Oh, S-Cube's on the back. Oh, Phil's done a move on S-Cube for P3.
Oh, has he? I know. Yeah. No, I know that he was into the long left-hander.
Ah, okay.
It's going to be an interesting one to see how fast he is.
He seems on the charge.
Because I have a feeling it's going to be very...
It's going to be a close end to the race.
I didn't think the rain would come this early, to be honest. It's a bit of a surprise.
No, I think it was because of the safety cars, really.
We've had 2 safety cars, so I guess that adds up the time a bit, doesn't it?
Yeah.
Gimp in his return race.
Looking very strong.
He's very fast and back up the pace very quickly. He didn't manage to win this race last season. He managed a P3. So I wonder how we'll be able to fare on the return.
He's got a good gap
the A1 ring
behind him.
We get this stupid camera angle again, which is brilliant. Got the two McLarens as well. They're very close. I think actually Vioxic's made a move on Crystal Catcher. He's up into P6 now.
Enigma's got past Karnak.
Yeah. But I could P10, not doing great, to be honest.
Yeah, not very good for him.
Run through the grid for everybody. Until he's still down in 17th place, unfortunately for him. Gimpal race leader. See, everybody seems to be spacing out a little bit. This battle for P5 seems to be the most interesting place at the moment. As we see 2 Toro Rosso cars, one Toro Rosso car getting ganged up on by 2 McLaren cars. One little mistake for him and they'll be right up his chuff. And that will not be happy. Whoa, he gets a little bit of a tail slapper on there, does DNTX Rage. He's going for the Drift King achievement. And we get this stupid camera angle again, so we'll watch Vioxic, who doesn't have that camera angle. But Vioxic has caught up quite considerably. His teammate has fallen off a bit. So, again, he's just drifting everywhere, this man. He's a madman! As we get our barrier. Yeah, barrier doing a little bit of the dance into the pit lane. Pretty standard. So you now see Vioxic in the slipstream. It's more about if you get a good drive off that corner. It looks like he did, but I don't think it's going to be great enough to quite put them side by side into this corner unless he brakes later, and he doesn't. He plays the wise move. Especially around this corner, very easy to overshoot, and you can lose a lot of time. It's very ungrippy out there.
He's a bit too far back now to go for a move into the next corner, so I think he'll have to wait till the end of the lap to try and challenge again.
These next few corners are the time trial section of the track. You can't really get a move done unless you're an absolute madman. So once again, he looks like he's getting very squirmish there, does the NTX Rage. Holding down P5 currently. But Vioxic does seem to close up quite considerably through those few corners. He does seem to be running quite heavy on the downforce side. So now he's
definitely stronger in the second sector.
Yeah. Now he's right on. No DRS as it's raining. But we'll be able to see what he's going to be able to do into the first corner. I think it's going to be a second corner dive, if I'm honest. This first corner doesn't really promote it. And without DRS, you can't really get in front. But it's all about getting the drive off here, and he has done. As you can see now, they're side by side, and he might have it done before the hairpin, but it's not quite. He's now going to go up the inside, make the apex, try to forget about the car on the outside, leave him the room though. Oh, he looks like he's got a bit of bad drive though, and DNTX Rage is going to have the drive now. And this next corner, he's got to really be in front, and he is. Vioxic though, he's still can see the gap, but he's not going to go for it. Not a great corner either, very wide. But wouldn't have been the end of the world to try go up there, but just leaving the room, but couldn't really get the drive out of that corner.
Meanwhile, Phil is nearly on the back of Millix, so I think he might be lining up a move towards the start of the lap.
That would be interesting.
Phil's certainly got more pace on these tyres.
As we see Vioxic, he's very close once again through the end of that middle sector. Now down towards the timing marker. It's very close. They look very close indeed. He's not going to be scared off though, DNTX Rage, by the fake. I wonder now, will Vioxic think this first corner didn't work out, the second corner didn't work out even, let's try the third one. And that seems to be the way he's going. He needs to sort of sell a dummy though, but he hasn't been able to do it. He looks a little bit far behind maybe to make a move, unless he gets an absolute godly run out of this corner. And it looked alright, but it didn't look massive. And I think the NTX Rage will be alright for another lap. Meanwhile, Crystal Catcher is able to catch up to this too as well. So soon we might be able to see a freeway battle. How's that battle with Phil's shaping up?
Phil's just biding his time on the back of him, just waiting for the opportunity to come to him. He had a chance coming out of the first corner, but his traction wasn't brilliant. But he's a lot closer this lap than he was last. Right on the back of Millix coming into the last two corners now, so I think he's going to go for a move. Maybe not the first corner, but probably down the second straight with a good toe. Ooh, Millix didn't get the best exit.
Yeah, and also Gimp's not too far ahead either. I thought Gimp might have bolted a little bit, but doesn't seem that way. No, it seems
them two are coming back to him.
The lack of time.
I think this is Phil's time.
Let's see now. Phil, you want to really be on the outside, and oh, there's no room there. A lot of
good defensive work, but he's got his nose in.
Ooh, but we saw last time around the outside. Yeah, a lot more grip on the outside. Jets Copper says he crashed into the wall after exiting the pits. Oh dear, yeah, the wet weather is very dangerous. Especially on the cold tyres.
And sparking the laps. Oh no, nothing happens, just another big lag spike, I think.
Oh dear. This front three battle is looking very interesting. We'll quickly jump back to... Oh, Vioxic, if I can find it. Let's see. He looks like he's lost quite a bit of time, actually, to DNTX Rage and P5. And who's that creeping up behind them? Oh, looks like it's a lap car. Yeah. It's a lap car, that. Toro Rosso, not Toro Rosso. Force India that looked like it was getting close. But not to be. The barrier's doing a dance. Millic's had a bad exit on that first on that final corner, actually. And this looks like Phil. He's in the slipstream. He's not able to get his nose in as of yet. But now he's able to go and push the car. He's going to be pushing him around this this second corner soon. He's looking to the inside, but no room.
Meanwhile, Gimp has lost a lot of time. This could end up being a battle for first place instead.
It really could.
It might play to Millic's hand because he'll get a bit of slipstream.
Millick getting another little bit of a tank slapper. Doesn't seem as confident in the rain yet. He's up the inside, but no room there for Phil whatsoever. Great battling between the two championship rivals.
He's been looking to the grass to try and get past him.
Yeah, which is obviously not really where you want to be on these inters. They will spin up.
Definitely not.
Mad things. Yeah, the slipstream from Gimp might be helping Millick a little bit.
Just a little. Keep him alive on the straights. If you can just keep... There's no real places to overtake around here. Phil's got to perform a very good move if he wants to get it done by in the second sector, so Millix doesn't get the slipstream from Gimp.
Yeah. It's going to be one he's going to need to sell the dummy.
Bad exit.
I think he's alright for now.
Even though his traction looks terrible out of the final corner, he still seems to be able to dart Phil a little.
Yeah, it looks like Phil's going up lower revs than Millick, from what I can see. He does seem to be bogging down a little bit and then getting a lot more traction. That's Millick's
Millix nearly hit Gimp.
Yeah. And
Phil's
actually,
definitely got the superior traction this time.
Phil's done the cutback move. It does look like it could work here. He might have to look to the outside, though. He's looking to the inside. Millick's giving him no room whatsoever, but he's found a gap. And Millick's going to try and just force him onto that inside and not give him any traction whatsoever. And he's got the move round the outside. He keeps P2. And Phil...
Very good racing between the both.
Will be wondering, where on earth can I overtake this man?
Yeah, Millix is certainly pulling off a very good defensive race at the moment.
No matter where he seems to look up the inside, there never seems to be a gap that he can take. Millick fighting tooth and nail for this one. But he looks a lot closer actually through that final sector. And once again, Millick getting a little bit out of shape. And
surely
Phil,
this time.
He looks to the inside. He looks like he's actually got his car aside, so Millick won't be able to get a great run through here, but it doesn't look like Phil's had a good run either. Neither does Gimp saying that. But this will be interesting now as they go round again. I don't think there's going to be a position change this lap, and we're running out of them.
Only 6 laps to go.
Oh!
Gimp with a big tank slapper.
That was. And they look very close. Phil looks like he's getting a little bit frustrated.
Yeah, he's almost going for the dive bomb now.
And you can't be doing that in the wet.
Definitely not.
Vioxic on the back of DNTX Rage as well. So
Phil's had a very good second sector by the looks of it.
But again, you can't make the move through there. But he's looking like he might look for a move here. Oh, there's going to be there's contact wheel to wheel. And there's no room there whatsoever.
So close.
Whoa! Alloy to alloy. But they survive. But again, Phil, he's close. He's going to look to the inside as well. Millick's going to say, You can have that.
Alongside
I'll
him.
try the cutback move. Round the outside, there's no...
He gets the superior traction every time.
There's no grip on the inside. You
So
cannot...
he's managed to stay in the
Really
slipstream.
doing that. He's in the slipstream still, as Zayden says. He looks to the outside. Ooh, if you're Milik, you've got to be defending that outside. We've seen that before, and this could be a chance, especially now as he's got the better traction. As you can see, ahead, Gimp beginning to pull away, but it looks like actually Milik's been able to do quite a good bit of throttle management there. Not a gap for Phil to even look at.
Yeah, Phil didn't get the best cutback that he would probably have wanted there through turn 2. Oh, Enigma has made his way up the grid, and he's challenging on Crystal for 7th place now.
To 7th place. That's good for Enigma. He's been a little bit unlucky here, the pole position man. But now we see Phil looking again. It looks like, to be honest, this might be the place for him to go for it. But Enigma's, Milik's gone very defensive there, and he's very close. He's very, very close. Oh, Milik, he goes to defend the inside. It's the outside. The outside's been working so well for him so far. Phil doesn't actually stick it round the outside though, but he does get a lot of traction. He's a lot closer than he's been before through this second straight. But again, it doesn't look like there's a gap appearing. He's going to go for the inside.
No room there.
So there's not going to be the room, and even if there is the room round the outside, you've got to think Milik has got it. A hard fight at the moment. There's going to be no overtaking once again on this lap. DNTX Rage still holding down P5. We see Enigma. This looks like it could be a good battle. If only there wasn't such a great battle up ahead. The 4 cars within a couple of seconds of each other in the battle for P5. SQ
Phil is right on him now.
Yeah. See, this is where he does seem to be a lot faster, but it's not really an overtaking spot. You can see him sells the fake every single time.
It's not working for him.
It's not. But there's only 9 corners around here, and there's only a few of them that are genuine overtaking spots.
It's mainly all in the first sector.
Yeah. And that does seem to be where Phil's having the issues.
He's got the traction this time though.
He bunny hops over that curb, and he's got the traction here. Milik is going to be under a lot of pressure.
Onto the outside for Phil. This could work for him. Might be able to get the superior traction.
Yep, but it looks like he's... Oh, he's outbroke himself.
Milik's hung him out to dry.
And Milik's just gone, I'll take that space, please. What a good bit of racing here. Still holds it. We'll jump back now to see this DNT. Enigma's got 2 places on 1 lap. Oh, if only we could have seen that.
Oh, Enigma's had a brilliant charge.
He's up to P5.
It's fantastic for him.
Few laps to go. Now you've got to be thinking if you're Phil.
I think it's too late for him. He's not going to get the win.
It's going to be another day. He's probably not thinking about the win it now. He wants to beat his championship rival in this race. Already these two have been neck and tail almost every single race. And once again, Phil looking here. He's doing the Schumacher squeeze on him. And go up. Oh, he's gone very wide. This could... He's got to give the position back as he's pushed him out wide, and he does. How close has that brought the Ferrari into it? That's...
S-Cube's a lot closer, but I don't...
Oh, there's contact! He's gone for it!
He's still on the inside though! Surely now!
I don't think... He's got to give that position back, surely.
Milik's is still alongside, so technically he's still holding 2nd place. Milik's is now a car length in front.
And he's gone back for the move. Oh, there's no gap there!
Contact, and he's sliding!
Oh,
and S-Cube is right in on this now!
S-Cube's licking his lips, he sees a podium!
And S-Cube's hit him!
Oh, S-Cube looks to the inside as well. This is getting very exciting at the moment. The battle for P2. Gimp is licking his lips. He sees a race win this season. But Phil, he looks very close again.
He's alongside him. Surely
He's
this is
alongside. Oh, he could do it here. Vioxic's left the session.
No, Vioxic's left.
Oh, and he holds it around the outside, does Milik. He's not giving any space that he has to. And he's going to the inside again. They're side by side already. And they've not even passed the start-finish straight. As he goes into the first corner. Yang's about to dry again. But he's got good traction as Phil. And Phil's now, he's going to look to which side. It's got to be outside if it's him. But Milik, he's going to try not give him the room. He doesn't quite get it though, the slipstream. Phil must be right. Oh, Milik's gone so wide! Oh no! And Phil,
S-Cube in on him.
Phil goes into P2. S-Cube now. Oh no, I've jumped all the way back. S-Cube, he's looking for the move. He dives it up the inside.
He's up the inside.
Because he spells a podium. And he's got the position. He squeezed him out to dry. A bit of your own medicine.
That was a bit unfair.
And Milik, oh, what a costly mistake. 2 laps from the end.
After about 10 to 15 laps of battling, Milik has pulled off one of the best defensive drives I've seen in a long time. It hasn't ended well for him. He's been one costly mistake.
He outbreaks himself into corner 2. It's so difficult to do. And how, oh, how is he going to remember that? Let's jump back quickly. As, oh yeah, I remember Vioxic had some unlucky connection issues.
It's okay though, he's only down to 8th, so he's only lost 1 or 2.
Thrown him off quite a bit. But Gimp, our race leader, he's just got to cruise it home. He's got to bring that Sauber home. And with it, I'm sure there's a very... Oh, Vioxic's been
disqualified.
Well, that is interesting. Very interesting indeed.
Good battle for 10th place at the moment for the final points pairing position. I think Wombo's just took it from Jetsa.
It does look like that as well, unless Jetso can get a good slipstream out. It looks like Samsters as well, he's having not a bad race. He's in P9 actually, is he? Oh no, where is... Oh, my apologies, where is Samster? I don't know. But we'll jump back.
Milik might be able to do a move on S-Cube for the podium position here.
It's going to have to be very, very late. And very, very aggressive, but he's not got it here.
At this point, I think he will try it.
Samster's retired. As I'm trying to get to our race leader as he comes across the line to win his second race back. It's Gimp from Phil. What a race from him. Enigma comes across the line in P5. Good recovery from him. A shame he got pole position. I think Samster actually crashed it on the final corner as he was coming across the line, so that's impressive. As we've accidentally jumped around to the wrong place. Karnak's going to get P10, P9, and Wombo is our final points paying position. And that's going to be sad. His car overtakes Jets Copper's car overtakes Wombo into the first corner, but the race was already done. It's just Nemes Moore now to finish the race off. He's coming now through the 2 corners. I think he might be tabbed out actually, to be honest. His car is ghosted.
I think Nemes Moore did retire at the start of the session, I think, so I think it's sparking.
Oh dear. Vioxic, the reason he got disqualified was when he left, the game told him to join onto the tyres and got kicked out and got disqualified for it because he didn't change over.
Wow.
Through our grid, Gimp is our race winner. From Vioxic, from S-Cube, who rounds off the podium. From Milik, from Enigma, from DNTX Rage, from Crystal Catcher, from Kip, from Karnak, from Wombo, who rounds off the points paying positions. Yarmolenko in P11, Samster in P12, Jeppo in P13, Zedtykes in P14, Scintillix in P15, Harvey in P17, Yulbeck in P17, I think I've already said that, haven't I? And we've got the people who have retired, a Williams and a Red Bull. That is... I can't even think. I didn't even take screenshots. I'm an idiot. Oh dear, it's gone very bad.
Learns more and gets copper, probably.
Yep, that'll do for me. Hope you all enjoyed. We will be back next time for the lovely crown in the jewel. It's the Monaco Grand Prix next time, I believe. I hope so.
It is.
Yes, that will be an interesting one for sure. But yes, hope you all had fun, and we shall be back next time.